Hello, this is the first of several videos that will go over questions from the homework. And this particular section is section 1.1. And we start with a discussion of vocabulary. What is a sample statistic, a population parameter, and the difference between them? And as you can understand, this course is going to have a lot of vocabulary and a lot of reading, different from maybe other math courses that you had in the past. So let's get started here. What is a sample statistic? So let's go ahead and read over the choices here. We've got four different things. Is it a portion of entities of interest that the researcher uses to gather data? Is it a range of likely values that a population parameter could take? And first of all, I'm going to eliminate this one because this talks about populations and we are talking about samples. So they're two different animals. So we know it's not going to be B. A sample statistic is a numerical value describing some attribute of a population. Again, it's not a population, so it couldn't be B or C. So, and then D, a sample statistic is a numerical value that describing some attribute of the sample. And that's exactly what it is. A statistic is the data, it's a numerical, so we're going to choose D. It's a subset of the population. A sample is a subset of the population from which the data was actually obtained. The actual measurement or observations collected from the sample constitute the raw data. Sample statistics are characteristics of the sample found by consolidating or summarizing the raw data. All right, and our second question here is, what is the population parameter? And notice right away, ding, 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 we're talking about the population. The population is the whole group. You know, if we're looking at the adults in the United States, it's every single adult in the United States. So a population parameter is a numerical value describing some attribute of a sample. We know it's not that because this isn't a sample. This is the population. So it's not A. A population parameter is a numerical value describing some attribute of the population. That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. And then again, what is the difference between these two? Well, the difference is that populations are so huge and vast, usually, that it's difficult for us to get a parameter of the whole population. It's time consuming and it's expensive. So where samples are smaller and it's easier for us to manage. So A, a sample statistic is a subset of a population parameter. Not really. A sample is a subset of a population. So again, that nuance of vocabulary. So that's not true. A population parameter is frequently impractical or impossible to find for a large population. However, a sample statistic is often easier to find and provides a reasonable approximation to the population parameter. That's our choice. And we can read over the rest of these. In C, they kind of flip that idea about the statistic and the population. A sample statistic is frequently impractical. No, it's actually very practical. And D, a population parameter is a subset of a sample statistic. Again, they're kind of there's kind of a nuance here. A population is not a subset of a sample statistic. And there's no difference between them? No. So we're going to choose B. And it should tell me in just a second that I am correct. All right, so, excuse me. So that is our first video here. It's a short one. And then I'm going to complete 2 more videos on other questions from this section. Thank you.